I'm on another level.
Final, baby.
The European champion will be crowned.
Nobody could beat us. Here come the champions.
Woo! Here we go to the top.
Welcome into the Sporty Show, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sara Pararia, and we have made it. 50 matches across 10 cities in Germany, 24 teams, 114 goals, 236 yellow cards, 6 red cards, and 2 teams left standing. 1 match left. Spain versus England tonight in the Euro 2024 Final. Klinton called, we have arrived.
All the English fans, we have arrived, and it's coming home. It's coming home, bro. It's coming home. Alex, is it coming home?
It definitely is. I've been leaving it all tournament long. We've been doubted all along.
Yep.
Gareth Southgate, I take back everything negative I've ever said about you. You're the man. You're going to do it for England tonight.
We also have the one and only Miracle, who I know is standing with me as I wear my red. He's wearing red in theory because I know Spain.
I've got red in my heart today.
I love it! How are we feeling, Miracle? How are we feeling ahead of the big match?
Good. I'm feeling, you know, I wore my glasses today.
Yeah,
just to look calm and collected, just like Spain today. So I hope we do good.
Amazing. All right, guys, remember to follow us on all of our socials. YouTube, Insta, Twitch, TikTok. We are there. We are going to be here today and tomorrow covering the match as well. So definitely give us a follow. But here's what's coming up on today's show.
With the Euros only 8 hours away, the Sporty Show analyses everything to do with the game. We'll look towards Spain's preparations as La Roja aim to win a record-breaking 4th Euro trophy. And we also discuss England's chances of winning their first ever Euros, as this final gears up to be one of the most exciting ever.
Yes, a lot to talk about today. But guys, a friendly reminder, Sporty has an exclusive interview with Jose Mourinho that will be airing live right after the Sporty Show. That is 1 p.m. WAT and 12 p.m. GMT. Victor, Femi, and Ade got to sit down with the one and only Jose Mourinho to preview the final. So make sure you stay tuned just after the Sporty Show. That will be on. All right. Well, it wouldn't be a final show if we didn't have these two gentlemen with us, Gary and Alex Bagley, coming to us both from Berlin. How we doing, gentlemen? Alex is in the streets!
Alex!
We're in the streets.
Alex is 4 pints deep already, I reckon.
I'm not. One. We are outside the England Hotel. We've got Bellingham in the full squad. Behind us in there, it's getting busy out here. There's people gathering. I think the team probably heading over in the next few hours. There's a good atmosphere in the city, and to be honest, you've heard me, I've not been confident all the way through. I'm getting more confident. I think so as to say. I think everyone here has a very good feeling about England. I think England are going to do it. Not just through quality, not through tactical, not through any common sense whatsoever. I just think England have got something they're going to do and manage to get it off today. I bought my first England shirt since David Beckham was in the team, I think. So.
Oh my goodness!
We're ready to go. We're ready to go. So,
Alex,
ready
it's
to go
coming home. It's coming home today. I am backing you up. Myself, Alex, in the studio. I'm here to tell you it's going to be 3-1 to England. Jude Bellingham is scoring a goal. Not Phil Foden, definitely. I think it's going to be no. It's not Bukayo Saka.
Watkins.
No, it might not be Ole Watkins. I think there's something telling me.
Someone going to score for England?
No. I'm telling. Listen. I'm hearing it straight in my left ears. This is God telling me that it's going. I hear it loud and clear. Okay, it's going to be Jude Bellingham, right? It's going to be Cole Palmer and Bukayo Saka today. 3-1 to England. Alex, what do you think?
You're missing one out.
Oh, damn.
You're missing
Is it 4?
the main man out.
Harry Kane.
I was going to say Kobbie Mainoo.
Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo is going to score a goal today. I can tell you that now. Look, I've said it all the way through this tournament. I think he proved it in the last game. Kobbie Mainoo is that guy. I think he's the guy.
I'm beginning to believe.
And It's going to be Kobe Manu today. I think they're gonna mark out Jude Bellingham. They're going to try and stop him. They're going to try and stop Harry Kane, and it's going to come back to Kobe Manu, edge of the box. That's it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, guys.
I am beginning to believe that Kobe Manu has paid Alex. Listen, after this tournament, by the time England wins, you're going to confess, right? All these Kobe Manu here and there that you are going to tell us what he paid. How much? Wait, how much did he pay you, bro?
He doesn't need to pay me. He's doing it for himself. He's speaking on the pitch. I don't think you're realising this. He was the best player on the pitch against the Netherlands. He's going to be the best player on the pitch today. Kobe Manu is that guy. Got to back the guys from Manchester. He's a Manchester-born Manchester United player. He is the guy who's going to do the business today.
I believe you.
Miracle loves to hear this. He was vouching for Kobe Manu yesterday.
I did tell you guys that Kobe Manu is that.
Hey, let's see. Gary, talk to me. How are you doing?
Getting ready to join Alex and the lads over in... Which side is the England hotel in, Alex?
We are Potsdamer Platz, so kind of about 10 minutes walk from the Brandenburg gate. So yeah, not far away.
From the Brandenburg gate. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. I'll catch you right after the show. No problem. Anyway, you're asking me how I'm feeling. Look, the streets I see people milling out of where I am and headed into the streets because I'm also in the center of town. I'm not too far from your location, just about 15 to 20 minutes from your location, Alex. So, Sarah, you can really feel the vibe. I mean, I'm just waiting for the show to end. I go get into my clothes. My camera will be very busy, so on my social, and I'll be tagging SportyTV and everybody. Let's do it, guys. Let's get it.
Amazing. I'm so happy you guys are both there. I feel the scenes. Like, it's great, Alex, that you're joining us from the scenes on the streets, really. Like, you can feel the energy. Very exciting. The final is here. What a tournament it has been, guys. But there's something about the Spanish team, Alex, that your confidence is, I don't know. We have been here before with England, so my question becomes, what's different now? Because arguably, they've played better in previous tournaments. They haven't played good football, but you have this emotion about it today. Tell me what's different.
I don't know. I feel like the mistakes of the past, everything like that. I think the Jude Bellingham effect is a big thing. I think the fact that it seems like everything he touches in the last 12 months has turned to gold. I just think he's going to do it. I just think it's going to be a big moment. I think that, the last few games has proved that. I just think that, I think England played better in tournaments and got knocked out. But I think today, there's just something about the atmosphere. There's something about everyone's a bit confident. I feel like we're not worried about penalties, which we've always been worried about penalties. I think England are kind of going, if we go to penalties, I think we'll win it. We've got that confidence. We've got the players that I don't know. I think, here's the thing. If Spain turn it on, they could play better football and beat us. I have no doubts about that. They are a fantastic football team. But I think if it's close, I think if there's moments, then I think England have got the moments at the minute. I think they've got the players that do it. And I think that's what this Spain team are missing. I think they've not got to have that moment. I said, there's not much logic to it, but I just think that's going to be the case today.
I love to hear it. Honestly, I love to hear how confident you are because it's as if all, the past, however many years it is, Alex Ashmore, what is it, since 66?
58 years.
58 years, none of it matters. Alex Bagley's feeling confident. Listen, Alex, we're gonna let you go and enjoy the streets of Berlin ahead of this game, but thank you for tuning in so quickly and just giving us some of that energy from Berlin. We really love to see it. Have the best time tonight. No matter what happens, I know you'll be smashing the pints either way, for a good reason or a bad reason.
I'll find the English or the Spanish party either way, so it'll be a good night.
Hey.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Alex. Enjoy.
See you guys.
All right, let's talk about something that we wanted to talk about yesterday regarding the English team, and we were cut a bit short. So, Klinton, please take it away.
Right. Listen. I just want to say to the English media, Alex, maybe at some point you would have to help me speak to somebody in the English media as well, because they are going to piss me off for real. And when I get pissed off, it's usually not very easy, okay? Now, what happened in the last game should never repeat itself again, okay? Now, I don't understand why you would have somebody, the person of Ole Watkins, come into a game at close to when the game is finishing, and then he bangs in a goal. That means we are here seated, about to watch England win Spain, and I mean, there's a 100% chance it's possible, right? Then, after banging in such a goal, we'll go on the media, and all we see is people saying Harry Kane is the best player in England, and then it's almost like they've forgotten who they should be celebrating, the person who's brought us here today to speak about the most important game in the tournament, right? That was absolutely shambolic, that was wrong, and I do not understand why every single time it happens, right? That goal Ole Watkins had is the reason why we're here. That goal is the reason why Alex has gone to Germany. That's the reason why, what's his name, Gary, is looking for a location that takes 20 minutes to walk, okay? That's the particular goal. That particular goal is the reason why I am putting on a suit for the first time on this show. That particular goal is the reason why I'm looking sexy as hell today, okay? So why are we not speaking about Ole? Why is it that, I don't know which player it was, this pundit guy that came and said, oh, Harry Kane is the best player in England.
I think it was Alex Ashmore.
Oh, I never said that.
No, but these things, they need to stop. They need to stop. This guy has just banged the most important goal for England. And all I'm seeing is somebody screaming, oh, Harry Kane is the best player. Harry Kane this. Harry Kane has been poor the whole of this tournament. I understand that he's the captain of England, and yeah, he's done his bit. It didn't work for him. You bring in somebody who acted like a magician, scored in a goal, and today, England is in the final. And then everyone is, Harry Kane has done this, Harry Kane has done that. Why is it Harry Kane? Why is it not Ole Watkins? That's my question.
I do think Ollie Watkins is getting celebrated. You see the fans at the end chanting his name. He was leading the chants. It was a lovely atmosphere at the end. I think he was getting his flowers. I do admit he's maybe... I think it is also a part of that where... And I don't know if this is all English media, because there are lots of English media talking about Ollie Watkins. He's a fantastic player. He's come up from non-league football. He's now, playing for England. He's playing for Aston Villa. He's doing amazingly in the Premier League. And to score that goal against the Netherlands, arguably, yes, the most important goal of this competition so far for England. I think he is getting his flowers. But I think when you have a player like Harry Kane in your team who's not performing, and this is a very English thing, when a player isn't performing well, we always put the spotlight on them and we always end up talking about them more rather than the player who's done well. We always end up focusing on the player that needs to be better.
Alex, let me cut you short. You're being political now, right? And I understand, obviously, you're English and you have to defend, especially with the fact you even sound like Harry Kane, for some reason. I don't get it, right? No, but listen, I understand where you're coming from. Of course, Ole Watkins was celebrated by people, but I'm saying the most important people who should be putting Ole Watkins on the map, all they kept on saying was they were not criticizing Harry Kane for being rubbish in the tournament so far. I mean, it wasn't rubbish, but it just wasn't working for him, right? Just understand that two differences.
I'm not necessarily criticising, but even if he's not playing well, we tend to focus on that player because he is the player.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Sarah, every single media post I was seeing was Harry Kane's picture with the caption, Harry Kane is the best player to have come through England.
Do you want the short answer? Or the long answer?
Okay, you know what? Actually, the short answer and the long one. I want the two.
Actually, before I answer this, because I think you guys know where I'm going with this, but Gary, I want to know what you think about this specific situation and why the media is focusing on Harry Kane when, as Klinton mentioned, Ollie Watkins did have that fantastic goal to get them where they are today.
I will take a left-sided view of the situation by saying that Klinton has said about twice that Ollie Watkins has scored England's most important goal. I would actually say that the player who scores the winner today would have scored England's most important goal in their history.
I like this guy.
No, Gary. Because you're a politician, you like political answers.
So Klinton, let me just say this.
Yeah.
Because that goal, that will if it happens, win England this Euros would end the following. 1, 58 years since England won the World Cup. 58 years of hurt. 38 years since the hand of God. 34 years since Chris Waddle over the bar. 28 years since Gary Southgate's woeful, horrible penalty miss. 24 years since Romania's penalty. 22 years since Ronaldinho's free kick. 18 years since Ronaldo's wink. Remember that?
33 years before I was born.
16 years since failing to qualify.
Yeah.
14 years since Frank Lampard's ghost goal in that World Cup. You remember that? 2010.
Jesus.
12 years since Pelu's Panenka. 10 years since the disaster in Brazil.
This guy
8
definitely wrote an
years
exam about
since
this,
Iceland.
man.
6 years since heartbreak against
wait,
Croatia.
Gary, wait.
3 years
He's almost
since
done.
the
Just
defeat in the
it's okay.
final. Today is the day that player, if he scores that goal, will end the hurt. So Oli Watkins is not the one.
Gary,
Are you okay, Alex? Sorry, that was long and slow. That hurt me.
Wait, listen. As far as I'm concerned, the most important goal that's gone through the English team so far is the goal Oli Watkins scored, right? Until any goal tops that one, let's speak about the most important goal for now, okay? The most important goal has been Oli Watkins' goal in the English team. And what I'm saying is, I went to the English media, and then I don't know who he was. Was he? Tell me one of those pundits that always comes to talk rubbish on TV. Listen, if I get that guy, he's going to piss me off, yeah? And I'm going to punch him, right? Oli Watkins scored the goal, and all I saw was Hurricane's picture saying, this is the best player in England. He has been the best player in England. He has been the best player in England. Yeah, people did celebrate Oli Watkins. I understand that. But I'm saying is, that guy needed the full attention that he deserved.
No, Oli Watkins does not mind, man. Look, if you listen to all
mind.
his
I don't care why he mind.
Sarah,
Anyways.
can we continue, please?
All right. Do you have any more to say on Oli Watkins? I think we all know why he's not getting the attention.
No, but wait. Before Gary came in, you said there was a short and a long answer. Please, what's the short answer after that?
The English media is racist.
Okay, thank you.
I was literally going to say this.
Like, I don't know. We're not
Thank you. No,
It's just as simple as that, to be honest.
I mean, I was expecting Gary to not be a politician.
I know, that's what I thought so. But
today is Sunday.
he's in Germany.
He decided to become a pastor, quoting us scriptures, and all the years Abraham did this, Abraham, like, fam. Sorry, all those, when you were giving all these lists of years, Gary, you did not even, like, blink. You know, there was nothing like you were trying to remember. Did you write an exam about that thing at some point in your life? Let me understand what really went on there.
I'm going to do, I want to shoot some stuff today. So I want to use that as my intro, just like Sarah's intro. Sarah, I want your intro. Text it to me. Text your intro
I'll send it to you. Let's go.
Yeah.
A pleasure.
I like
I'll send it to you.
Because I had scripted this one, 58 years, 38 years, 34 years, it's going to look like I'm a smart now. I've just put it in my head. I'll forget it by a few days.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good to know this, definitely. Ahead of this game, obviously, there's been a lot more time for England than they have won a trophy than, of course, Spain, which is now 12 years. Quickly, just jumping to our YouTube comments, and then we'll talk about Spain and England once again. J-Motion TV, Spain 1-0, England. Rauf Ibrahim has gone England 2-0 to Spain. We have Lincoln saying, should Southgate bench Palmer? Spain's going to win it. No Palmer, no party. España for Inglaterra 1.
Like
Alcaraz, we're talking about Wimbledon as well. Viva España. It's a Spain day, though. The game will be dicey. And then Daniel Grafe, our Venezolano, is saying Spain to win 3-2. Guys, let us know what you think the score is going to be, and we'll check in on YouTube in a bit. All right, Alex Ashmore, let's talk about this match and the logistics for a moment. Now, England have gotten themselves to the final, and as we've, spoken about, it hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been good football. There may have been luck involved, but they are here, regardless. They are here.
Yeah.
And Spain, however, have been the best team in the tournament. We spoke about Germany, but then they took them out. They've been very confident. They've been scoring by committee. They have won every single game, which has never been done. I think the pressure is obviously on England because of the history. I think no one thought Spain was going to get this far at the beginning of the tournament, and here they are. What is it that England are going to do today to try and stop this Spanish side that have been extremely resilient?
I think, in a way, some of the pressure is actually on Spain in this situation because everyone thinks they're going to win. I think if you asked a pool of 1,000 people, I would say, 700 would probably say Spain, maybe 600.
You think 70% of people think, after the way England...
93%.
I'd say the majority, at least.
Wait, continue, sorry, because I completely agree.
I mean, I think the whole Europe is supporting Spain. Even France is supporting Spain today. Like, seriously.
But you know what? Let me be sincere with everyone here. Yeah? The only reason why people tend to support Spain, which I understand, I'm not going to lie, people think Spain, the win is definitely going to Spain. The only reason is only because of the performance that they've seen from Spain throughout the tournament, right?
I
There's
don't think
never
so.
been any game. No, I mean, it's facts. I mean, if you want to be very...
people are going to support Spain,
Yeah.
and Alex, no offense, because people don't like England.
No, I'm not saying support. I'm saying think they're going to win.
This is what I was
That's what
also,
I'm
but
saying.
we kind of jumped around.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that. But no, people don't like England, and so that's why they're going to... I don't think it's because of the football,
But why do they not like England, though? Let's actually talk about that.
I mean,
let me hear.
England.
I can write.
Because
Yeah, like
no,
this
let's
could be an entire show.
Let's get
not
into it.
do that
No,
to Alex
stop.
Ashford.
We
Let's
have
not
time.
do
We have time. Wait. Because this is a very critical conversation for me, right? Miracle, why do they not like England?
I could give you 25.
Just give me only 2 from the
Only
25.
2.
Keep the other 24.
First of all, I think it's because the bit of we call them big heads. You know, they actually think that they're the best in whatever they do. They're basically the American version of Europe. You know, because they actually think that they can do this better. They can do this. Their country's the best.
Alex,
Their
I'm
country's
sorry.
not even. I'm not even gonna say anything about the country before I get my visa or whatever. Let me just.
Whatever you want to say about England, I can tell you exactly the same for Spain. Very easy. But go on.
No,
I'll tell you for free.
No.
I'll tell you for free.
First of all,
I don't want to.
Let me just slide a little bit. Let's talk about the quality of life, of living in Spain. Like, what would you rather stay in Madrid or in Manchester? Right now, honestly speaking, Madrid or Manchester, where we used to.
Do you want me to be extremely sincere with you, though? I've lived in Spain so far for close to 2 months, right? Oh, Jesus, I don't want to... God.
But you have this answer because you don't speak the language. And I think you could say that if you were, like, we spoke about this yesterday. Klinton doesn't speak Spanish, so he's been obviously struggling. And it would be, but you would struggle anywhere. If you were living in Croatia, you'd be struggling. If you were living in Poland, you would be struggling. If you were living, somewhere where you don't speak, it's going to be difficult anywhere. But I think there's a bigger reason as to why, but that's not the reason.
No, I mean, that's the reason, yes.
Yeah, but I think we also just had a conversation about the English media, which I find very interesting.
No, but you see...
We're having... you know what, actually, guys? We're gonna try... We gotta move on from this because we're not fully talking about what we were supposed to be talking.
Right.
Also, I apologize for
yeah, I have a theory. I have a theory about why the English, people don't want England to win. I think what Miracle was saying was there's something they call American exceptionalism, where America believes in their DNA as the number one in everything. The English seem to have that as well, But, America is a big, huge country. So, I mean, we can accept that. England is a tiny nation, like, teeny, weeny nation. Right. Alex, my UK visa is intact. Let's keep it that way, yeah?
I won't say anything bad to the Prime Minister, don't worry, Gary. As I was saying, though, I think when, in terms of who people think are going to win this game rather than support, I think the majority, whether it's 70, 80%, will probably say Spain are the favourites. I think it's fair to say they've been the best team, as you said. They've played the best quality opposition. They've beaten Germany and France to get here. They've been fantastic, but I do think there are holes in this Spain team. There are weaknesses. I think defensively they haven't been tested properly yet, I don't think. They've maybe... their centre-backs...
How have they not been tested properly? They've had the hardest...
But I'm saying the most of the games that they've played, if you look at France, I think, France didn't really offer much going forward. Germany was probably their toughest test.
France almost scored like 10 times in the last 20 minutes of that match.
I'll cut you there, because you're saying that the defence has not been tested properly. Like, almost every single game, like, the other team has scored first before Spain. Spain has had to catch up to...
But that was Georgia and France scored first.
Yeah, but isn't that testing the defenders?
It is, but I'm saying they haven't been tested as much as, say, England have been tested.
Why? Because Slovenia scored against you guys?
No, this is what I'm saying. So I think this Spain defence is good. It's a strong defence. But I do think when you look at the games that they've played really well against Germany. Yeah. They played really well against France. They've dominated every game they've been in. I think the defence, when it has been tested, it's done well. But I don't think they've had to do as much purely because they've played so well. That's what I'm trying to say. I think when you compare the two teams, I think England have had to do more work in defence. I know that's because we've been playing poorly against teams we should be beating. But when I look at this Spain team, when they go ahead, I do think they have the tendency to sit on a lead sometimes. I think they've been, if you look at the France and Germany games, they led for 104 minutes. In those 104 minutes, they only had 5 shots on target. I think sometimes this is maybe their... It's not a game plan as such, but when they do go ahead, they do sometimes tend to sit on it. You look at that Germany game, they allowed Germany back in, Florian Wirtz throwing that late equaliser.
But then they still fought back and scored the winner.
They did, but when you look at also the tendency of England games, England have gone behind and come back. I think that's something that, we've seen it with the Netherlands, they went behind. We've seen it with Slovakia, they went behind. Switzerland, they went behind, they come back. I think, although Spain have the capability to dominate these games, I do think they sometimes do have the tendency, and the statistics don't lie, they do sometimes sit on the lead. And I do think, although the defence is brilliant, I think Aymeric Laporte's been good, Lenormand's been good, Carvajal's been good. I do feel like that defence can be tested and England can get through that defence. I think the attacking capabilities that we have, Jude Bellingham, I know these players haven't had the best Euros, but they're big-time players. When they come good, they are really good players. Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Saka, Harry Kane, Ollie Watkins. When these players test those defenders, I do believe England can cause some problems for them.
I'll tell you very
Sarah, I have some points to make on that one as well, if I may.
Sure.
So, just to be more specific about what Alex is saying, brilliant points. I think, for example, Cucurella, you notice that for all his attacking attributes, he still bypassed quite easily, right? His defending has not been great. And specifically, if you look at on the far post, like when crosses come on the far post, he can be quite suspect there. Those are very specific instructions that, even I as a layman have noticed, and I think that the England team can look at that and put something on him there as well. Saka is not what do you call an aerial threat, okay? And that can inure to the advantage because while Spain may want to, just in case Saka is put for some reason at the back of the left back, I'm thinking that England can also target Cucurella in that fashion, all right? Now, another thing I think we should look at is that Spain's midfield likes to play a very high line. And this is one reason why they've been very good, admittedly, but it is also a reason why they can have a chink in their armor. So when you put Olmo in for Pedri, it's like you have a number 10 in there for a number 8. But the other two players in the midfield, you are not quite sure what they do. And I think that England can poke holes in that. I'm talking purely tactics here. Ruiz, if he plays, of course, he will play. He moves very, very high. You notice that if you have a diagram of the pitch, and you have the Spanish half into the opposition goal, he plays so high. Rodri is one of the best, or one of the best in the world. But who is the defender who is holding the spaces together for Rodri alongside him, like he has at the club level? We have not had a team that has specifically done that to Rodri. And I think that England, if they pay attention to detail, can hurt them. Spain also, they have the tendency to close defense.
Gary, hold on. Listen, I understand, if I let you go, all right, you might even give me the history of when Hurricane was born and every single... Listen, you see, the level I am on, the level where I'm on football, right? Hold on. Baba, make it very, very easily understandable, so that at least I will just grab... Baba,
All right,
do you understand where I'm coming from?
Let me just summarize. I wanted to go into the tactics, but let me just summarize it.
Thank you, sir.
Cucurella is vulnerable. He can be marked. 2, Spain's midfield plays extraordinarily. They play too high, sometimes. And if England play to instruction, they can do something about that. 3, Spain seem to sometimes close too early. And I think that they take off the pedal sometimes too much. We saw that in the game where Nico Williams, who was taken off, Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal were both taken off.
And
the coach sometimes has a tendency that, he has a tendency to think that the game is done. And if England have enough patience, if even Spain are 1 goal up, and England play with the sort of mentality that they have all through the tournament, never say die attitude, they can't do that. And then 4th and finally, the goalkeeper for Spain. If you notice, he has not been tested. He's had a lot of the games where he has nothing to do. But when he's put under pressure, he tends to kick the ball to the opposition.
That's
you
true.
can count at least 4 times he's done that in the tournament.
Facts.
And that,
and you see, you see,
my 4-pronged approach.
Thank you. That's a very short 4 points. Thank you very much for that. But please make it shorter next time, Sha. Now, Alex, you see what Gary has just mentioned, right, about Unai Simon? That's the reason why I want people like Ole Watkins, right, and Cole Palmer to come in, right? Because these are the people who, even Phil Foden, if they would let him play where he's meant to play, right? If he's able to have access to the ball in the places where he usually plays for Manchester City, trust me, Unai Simon is somebody I believe you can easily defeat.
He's definitely a goalkeeper to be tested, I think. And I'm all for, this is one thing that sometimes is one of my grievances about modern football, in the fact that we see lots of teams, they play lovely passing football, but they sometimes seem afraid to take that shot from outside the box. Have a go, test the keeper. Even if you don't score, he may spill the ball out to the striker. Yes. He may put it out for a corner and that creates a chance. Even if he saves it, it's putting him under pressure, it's keeping on his toes. And when you have those players like Cole Palmer and Ollie Watkins that take those shots, I think that, you know, England should utilise this as much as possible. I think I'd love to see Harry Kane collecting the ball just on the edge of the box, turning and shooting. I don't want to see him coming back into the midfield and collecting the ball and going forward. I want to see him taking those shots. And I think Spain are beatable. Although they've been fantastic, they are beatable.
Are you guys done? Can I say something?
Please.
Can I try and get please? Between the three of you guys, can I please?
Please.
Because Miracle and I need to have a conversation, because I could not disagree with what you guys are saying more. Of course, any team is beatable. There's one game. One mistake, a goal can happen. Absolutely. But you're talking about Cucurella. Cucurella has been defensive. Cucurella has come back. He's so fast on the wing and stopped plays from happening in the defense. Their midfield is, of course, a high line, but Rodri is that metronome in the middle, and he can pull back, and he is defensive. And, I mean, you're talking about Dani Olmo coming in for Pedri, and now that shifts things. Dani Olmo has scored 3 goals. It's been amazing. In a sense, I question that if Dani Olmo hadn't come in, what would have happened to the Spanish team? Because I think Pedri's injury actually may have worked out.
It was a blessing in disguise.
No, genuinely, exactly. So, Miracle, talk to me, because they've all said, like I've said, anything can happen in football, of course, we know this. But I don't feel like, I think we're trying to make up problems for the Spanish team. Mistakes are going to be made, but I don't think that we can go and say, you know, these guys aren't doing this. They're absolutely doing this. That's why they have won every single game comfortably and come back from losing, you know, a goal in the beginning. No. I want to hear from him.
I mean, if I can give my opinion, I'll just say, like, this is what we've been doing for the past, 30 minutes, talking about England can do this, do that, bring this person, bring that person, because we both know, we all know, like, Spain is a threat to England. It's going to be, like, a hard game for England. But why are we giving so much attention to England? Because you guys want them to win. Like, we need to bring Ollie Watkins and this and that. That is going to be...
Fam, you had the opportunity to defend Spain. You are defending...
He's doing it right now.
No.
But
why is he starting his conversation with the fact that people are speaking about England?
Because that's all
No, wait. He's been sitting here. You have been sitting here watching us speak about England. You've not really spoken anything about Spain. And then you not blame us because people have... What do you mean?
About England.
Now speak about Spain. Defend Spain. Let me hear you speak. Talk to me.
Okay. Let me just remove all this analytics or tactics or whatever. It's common sense and patterns. Spain, they've been winning. They've been demonstrating why the best team in the tournament. Just common sense. They've won. Give that to England. Based on the performance of Spain, and you put them against a team like England, forget the names. Call them Team A, Team B.
Yeah.
Team A, Spain, they've won. They've literally, like, demolished the other teams. Compared to England.
I mean, you might have to change that demolished, though, because some of the teams, they were not demolished. They just won. But continue.
I mean, 2-1, 4-1, I mean,
what? What?
That's something.
That's something.
Right. Compared to England, 1-1. And they needed the penalty gifted to them. They needed to hold each other's hand to go to the penalty spot. Like, That is not good looking for me. Like seriously.
You guys are failing to understand the argument here, right? We watched England play absolutely not to the level we've expected them the whole of the tournament. And in the last game, they did a couple of changes. In fact, not even in the last game, even 1 or 2 games prior, they did a couple of changes that meant that if this was what England was from the start, England wouldn't have been. Now, hang on. So we are saying now that if Gary Southgate will pick the right team to start this game today, right? That team, you continue saying the demolished team, is not going to be what you expect today. So we, as people who want England to win today, we are hoping that the coach would put the right people on the pitch today, and trust me, you guys will be extremely surprised.
So
okay,
we're living based on chance. Like hopefully the coach, please just.
No, of course, absolutely, of course. I mean, Spain.
Let us talk, because you said what you said. Now I'd like to say what I
Now, he was saying you didn't tell him to stop. Now I come in, you tell me not to talk.
Because I was trying to say something too, but your voice is much louder than mine.
Make yours louder than mine, then.
I don't want to scream for the people. Listen, Alex, we know that Gareth Southgate doesn't always make the right decisions, but we do know that the decisions, like Klinton said, that were made in this game that they just played in the semi-final against Netherlands were beneficial. We saw a bit of a better England. There's no doubt. I think the point that Miracle is making is that there has been one team that has been consistent in the way they play. Whether they go down or not, they have won, and they will do anything to win. And the other team, okay, now, yes, we saw some changes and it worked in their favor and it showed glimpses of a lot of potential. But that was one game versus the other 5 that they struggled to get through. I think the point is, when you look at the 2 teams, there is one that stands out. But as we know, I keep saying this in football, anything can happen. But I think you're foolish to say that one has not been better than the other. And that's okay, because England could still win today.
I never said Spain.
We never said.
Saying this.
What? No, wait, hold on, please. Gary, at least even if you're not live here, you at least, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Has there ever been any time on this show that I have said that England has been better than Spain? Anywhere in this show. I've never mentioned it. No. All I've said here was if Gary Southgate would bring up the best lineup or the right players that we would expect to give the kind of impact that we've seen in the last 1 or 2 games that they've played so far, we believe that England will be a proper threat to Spain. That is all I've said. No denial that Spain has been the best team in this tournament. I never said England was anywhere close to best. I said it that England, they've been... I know people are angry when I say rubbish. Please view us on YouTube, and whenever I read a comment, somebody saying I shouldn't be using the word rubbish. But listen, I will say it again. England has been rubbish all through this tournament until the last 1 or 2 games. Right? That the coach did the best changes, bringing in somebody like Ole Watkins, who has proved to be better than Harry Kane in 1 game. As a matter of fact, I can tell you for free that Ole Watkins' few minutes in that game has been better than Harry Kane's 3 games that he has started, or 4 of them. Yeah. Now, Cole Palmer is the same. Every single game he has come into, yeah, he's been a proper threat. All I'm saying is, if these players will be given the right amount of minutes in this game versus Spain, who unarguably, they are the best team in this tournament, trust me, this is going to be the first game that they would find it extremely difficult to win. That's all I'm saying. It's as simple.
I think another thing for me for this England team is, there's no denying Spain are the favourites. On paper, they should be beating England. I think England are trending in the right direction, if that's the right way to say it. Yes, poor start to the tournament. Scraped the win against Serbia, drew with Denmark. It was a poor group stage. They just about, in the nick of time, Jude Bellingham came to the rescue and got the win against Slovakia. They were saved, they did brilliantly on penalties. They just got the win over Switzerland. They played, I think the Netherlands game was their best performance. I think there's no denying that. I think they played really well. And this was something that I was talking about with some friends after the game. And I said that the game plan that England have used, yes, we haven't changed it, which has been a criticism of mine towards Gareth Southgate. The game plan that we've used against those smaller teams doesn't work, because we tend to, soak up the pressure and then look to go forward. Whereas against the Netherlands, who are a good quality opposition, will look to, attack you, and they will look to pile the pressure on.
But are they good quality? They haven't haven't been that good. I think we kept thinking they would get better and better, and they kind of didn't.
Of the teams we've played, I think they've been the best quality.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt.
And I think the quality that the Netherlands showed, I think they played well against England. The game plan that England have used, where they tend to sit slightly deeper. We've seen the statistics of the average positions. The players do drop deeper. I think when we play against higher quality opposition, that game plan does work better. And I think it could be something that goes in our favour against Spain tonight.
I mean, I don't want to say questionable handball and questionable penalty for the game that they won, but it's definitely the best game that they've had, and going into the final, that's the best situation for them. Absolutely. They needed this kind of game. But Miracle, let's talk a little bit about Spain, because I couldn't agree with you more. This entire show has been about England, and there are two teams in this final, and I think a lot of the media will focus on England.
You know, Sarah is extremely political, you know, and I've never known Sarah to be like this. I can't believe that we've just had Robert speak about Spain. We've had her speak about Spain, and then she comes out again to say that they've not had the opportunity to speak about Spain. Like, is it because you're not mentioning the players in Spain? You may as well just call Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams. So she mentioned Rodri, and now she's coming again to say they've not... Listen, feast on Spain. Feast on Spain.
I mean, if we just backtrack a little bit, just a little bit. You've spent the last 15, 20 minutes talking about England.
And Spain.
Ollie Watkins.
Oh, we haven't been talking about Spain.
Oh, my God.
We've just been giving details, you know, little details, facts.
We were even speaking about Unai Simons at some point. Like, fam, this is a game
because
of two.
you were talking about how England could beat Spain. It was an England question.
But hang on.
Who
is stopping them to speak about Spain, though? That's my biggest question.
You're stopping us right now.
Oh, my God.
You're stopping us right now. Like,
no, we can't even get through a sentence without you interrupting.
No. It's not about that. It's because every single sentence you start with a lie. That's my problem.
Oh, my God. We haven't. We only brought up Unai Simon because Gary was talking about that could be a potential where England could beat Spain because, Gary, you mentioned he's not the best keeper. Am I right or am I right?
You are right, yeah.
Thank you so much, Gary. So, I just want to ask you, can I ask a question, Klinton?
I think Klinton is just hungry.
Like today, you really don't want to talk about Spain. And
Go on, speak.
I'm trying so hard. All right, Miracle, please talk to me a little bit about Spain and just how they can beat this England team. What are you looking at? We obviously talked very much about Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams throughout this tournament. But what exactly is it going to be? What's the difference maker here for you?
Well, but what you need to understand is...
He knows what I'm saying at this point.
It's becoming just... If you want, you can just ignore him and speak over him.
I mean,
it's best to pretend he's not here.
For me, the game changer is going to be Olmo. For me, like, I don't see something in him. Like, that last game, it was... the way he made France just shake the knees, you know, like, it was really destroying that defence. Especially that goal he scored, where he just turned around the defender and the defender was just...
Gone.
It was gone. Looking back, it was looking back. So I was like, yeah, I think Danny Olmo, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, and maybe Morata, you know, they're going to do something. But if there's someone I have to trust in and, you know, be like, please, it's going to be Danny Olmo. Because as I was saying before, you got Team A doing all this, the way they've won, you know, based on patterns and common sense. They got Team B that they basically scraped a win against this team. I mean, they did turn up in the last 10 minutes, 6 minutes. They got a penalty, they got Bellingham scoring the last minute goal, they got Ollie Watkins. But based on colours, based on Team A, Team B, like, if you use common sense, you would definitely be like, Team A is... It will make more sense for them to win. Like, they have more chances for them to win. So that's why I'm saying, like, what Spain is about to do to England should be on TV.
Wow. I will say, like, I do love the confidence. I do love the confidence because I think if you Gary, look at his.
But you see the exact reason why I didn't want them to speak, right? Right, anyways, no. Continue.
I mean, I think the thing is...
Breaking news, it's raining. It's raining. The rains have started.
Yes, and you know the good thing. And you know the good thing. And you know the good thing. Lamine Yamal does not know how to play in the rain. Thank God. Nico Williams will continue falling on the pitch.
Oh my gosh. I think the thing is, if you look at it like that, Robert, like Alex, I think you have to say the same. Like, if you're looking at two teams and the way they're playing, this one should win and probably should win by a landslide. But I keep saying this, football is such a bizarre sport in that, and it's one game. It's not two games. I think if we knew if this was two games, we'd say they're gonna wipe the floor with England. But it's one game. One thing I really hope doesn't happen. And Alex, I'm gonna direct this towards you, and I'm gonna ask you as a fan because I'm coming to you as a fan right now.
Okay. You're probably not going to get the answer you're going to want.
Well, then I don't want you to answer it because if VAR, if they have...
I was going to say
No, Gary, because my whole heart, I can't do this. I don't want a team to win because of a terrible call. I don't want the football to be destroyed. I want to see a good match. I want the team to win because they played a better game. I don't want to see a handball that isn't called. You know what I mean? I don't want this game to go to that because we've seen it way too much in this tournament, and unfortunately it's something that's happening in football, but please just let it be a good match in football, and whatever will be, will be. But if VAR, like, I'm not coming to work tomorrow if I hear a VAR, decision.
Look, I think today they should just allow
them to play.
Circumstances. They should just allow refs to go and check decisions just for this game. Like, if you are in doubt, go and check the decision. So that we all see that this was a good call, it wasn't a good call, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think they should introduce in football, actually, right? Regarding this particular topic, I think they should have 2 refs in a game, So after one ref is gone to check VAR, another ref properly dressed will literally go back to the VAR to confirm. And this is not going to be 2 refs that are friends or anything like that, because especially with what happened in the last England game, right? Obviously, we saw that Bukayo Saka literally made a handball, and then they had to give a penalty to England against was it?
For England.
For England, right? And obviously, that was part of the goal that has sent.
I think that's my big criticism of VAR is brilliant. I think it's something we need in sport. We see it work so well in the NFL. Yes, they have the.
Even in the African games too, it worked perfectly in Africa.
We see it work well in the NBA, in the AFCON, it worked really well. In the Champions League, we've had our criticisms of it, especially in the Premier League. And you talked about the idea of 2 refs. This is where we should give more power to the people working in the VAR room, in the control room. They should be the ones that are able to say, listen here, ref, I think you've made a mistake there, you should go and look at that. I disagree with your decision, I've got more angles, I've got more time to look over it. I'm seeing it from a different point of view. I think you should reverse your decision, because it is hard for a referee when he's made the decision and he's got that opinion in his head. He's seen it in VAR. Although he's seen the angles on the computer, he's got the vision of what he saw firsthand in his head when it happened. And sometimes that's hard to sway you in the other way. And this is where I feel like, referees will say, I said this yesterday, they won't want that power taken away from them. But in order to have a clean game, you need to give more power to the people in the VAR room. And to give you my pundit answer to your statement, Sarah, yes, I hope it's a clean game with no dodgy decisions, with no, penalties that were given that shouldn't have been, or offside goals that were given that shouldn't have been. But as a fan, if England win and it's a dodgy decision, I'm going to accept it.
I think this is why people don't like England. It's because of the fan. Because if England wins, let's say a handball or something, let's just say. You guys are, of course, because you haven't won in so long, you're going to be so excited, but then you're not winning on your own merit. But you don't care because you don't care about the football, you just want to win. Exactly. I don't think anyone wants to see, you'll be happy if you win, of course, but this is what I mean. Like, I just don't want... Imagine a handball goal, and it's just like everything immediately is like it's all for waste. It's all for waste.
I would be pissed as well if there is a win today.
You're gonna come tomorrow in a Spain jersey if that were to happen.
No. Listen. I see. There's something you guys don't understand about me. In as much as I support the team, right? I don't support evil. There are 2 different things. Yes, I do want England to win, and I have my reasons for it. But if England are going to win based on fraud, right? Definitely, I'm not going to support it. Right? I'm going to say that is fraudulent, that, in fact, whatever it is has to be cancelled. And if it's possible, they need to replay the finals again if they are going to be awarding
hope it doesn't
but then there's another part of this conversation we're not having, right? We've seen an England who has been very poor the whole of this tournament, but somehow, with being poor, they've gotten to the finals, right? Now, I call it luck, right? England they've been dead lucky in the whole of this tournament. Why do you guys think that today is the only day that the luck would not favor them, though? That's the one thing you guys don't understand.
I think they could still have the luck for sure. Like you said, they've had it the whole tournament, but they're also playing an opponent that is incomparable to anybody they have faced yet. If you're saying Netherlands are the best team that they've played, well, Spain would wipe the floor with the Netherlands. With the way they're playing. Spain had to play Portugal, had to play France, had to play Germany. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that this is a complete different opposition. Now, with luck, I guess it can still go against a better team, but I think it's going to be too much. Let's see. Maybe the luck will still come into play, but I think the level of the Netherlands to Spain is it's immense right now. The Netherlands, I think, was a team that really let us down, even though they did get us to the semi-final.
It's a huge jump for
like
England,
it's massive.
It's going to be like a difference in quality in terms of football because the Netherlands scored first. We got a great goal from Xavi Simons, but you know then they had to look for a penalty that wasn't even there. Okay, they gave it, like it's done. Then Oli Watkins scored. You know, he performed good. But based on how those goals were scored compared to, you know, the way Spain has been scoring goals, just without bias or being like, choose this team, you honestly be like, Spain has got, you know, higher chance of scoring more goals than England.
Facts. I mean, like I said, we've had this conversation so many times. I'm saying, on paper, right, and based on the performance so far, we would always give it to Spain. Spain has the upper hand to be winning the game. But obviously, I'm coming from the whole aspect of saying England, they've not really been the team, but somehow they've just managed to sneak in. And
and it could happen again.
And it could happen again, and you just never know. I mean, this is football, anything happens, right? And you just never know. Like, it could probably be that they will play for a whole full 89 minutes and nothing happens. And boom, the last kick, when I Simons maybe punches it out and somebody just kicks it in. And that could have meant that England has had maybe some really poor performance all through the 89 minutes. And then there's this sinking. This is the luck I'm talking about, right? These things that happen in football, and you just never know. Let's see what happens eventually.
I do think the one difference is that Spain from previous years to now is they're taking their chances. They're confident. They're going after it. They're not playing that, you know, horizontal kind of football, holding possession. You know, they're really fighting for it. So that's why I think maybe it won't happen like that today. But as you mentioned, one game. I want to talk about some of the comments really quickly because you guys have been going off on our YouTube. Bellingham goal was the most important goal for England. Go off. A lot of love for Spain to win. Harry Kane has not been the best at all, but I think Ollie Watkins should start as well. Foden too should rest, and Palmer to play too. Just look at the energy. If Gordon's, Watkins, and Palmer are there, Alex Ashmore will be the happiest, I reckon. If England score first, I think their score will remain 1-0 to England. I hope they won't bottle it this time. Let's see. England will make the match tough, but Spain will win. Anyone who's followed the tournament closely and they watched all the matches these two teams have played, Spain are going to win. In football, anything can happen. Spain is the most preferred team today, but let the best team win as long as there won't be VAR manipulation. Honestly, Tuju, I hope so too. And we also did a poll on Twitter just really quickly, and Spain are leading for the winners right now. 59.5% of you think Spain will win, with 40.5% of you thinking it'll be England. And I think TikTok's quite similar. 58 to England, 58 to Spain, 42 to England. Let's bring our predictions now. And let's see how we think. And Gary, we'll start with you and your prediction for the final. Are we taking
Somebody just accused me. Like, my Twitter is going off because people are watching back home in Ghana. There's lots of comments. I don't know if the Sporty team can let you see them. But we are being accused of being pro-England. Let me read the comment for you.
Okay, first of all, me and Miracle over here would never look me in the eyes, guys. We're for Spain.
Yeah.
We are for Spain.
Comments.
No, I think it's because
says,
Miracle said, because the conversation got carried away with England.
Talking about England. Whoever
Like,
comes from outside and watch is going to be on.
I can't read it. Gary, you want England to... I can't see the whole screen.
Okay.
Gary, you want England to win, but all the points you're making are if they do this. Spain are going to win because they have been the best team in the tournament.
Eventually they would find out that, yes, I mean, we've not argued it. Spain have been the best in the tournament, but when it comes to football, it's not really about the best. England has not been the best, but they're in the final. I mean, Romania has been better than England, but hang on, Romania has been better than England, but where are they today? They are right. In fact, I saw some Romanian players in a club in Bucharest last night, okay? Are they in Germany? They are not. So it's not by who's been better. I said today, anything can happen.
Yes.
Spain, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, everybody, right? They are better than their performance have been better than anybody in England. But come on, anything could happen. You just never know. Let's see.
Someone said the guy in black
you know
should
what
take
I
his
think
time
England
when
should
he's
do?
shouting.
You know what I think England should do, Sarah?
Tell me, Gary.
I think today, the most direct team, the team that doesn't care about tactics, will carry the day. If I were the Spain coach, if I were the England, I'm not caring about fluid football. My job is to put the ball at the back of that net. So if I were having a starting 11 for Spain, I'm choosing players who are going to go direct from minute 1.
Yeah.
Like, it's one game. I'm going the Jose Mourinho way. Like, it's one game.
I
One
know.
game.
Yes. All right, guys, we do have to wrap this up, so let's look at our predictions really quickly if we can. Gary, I saw you're going for a 2-1 win. First of all, besides the viewers, we are going all for both teams to score, which is just incredible in a final. I mean, I think everyone kind of wants the excitement, but Gary's gone for a 2-1 win to Spain, where Alex Bagley and Alex Ashmore, the Alexes are in unison here with a 2-1 win to England. Clinton's gone with a 3-1 win to England, whereas I have gone for a 3-1 win to Spain. And Miracle, tell me a prediction, please.
1-0 to Spain.
Easy peasy, just like that. You don't think it's going to be a high-scoring affair?
No, I mean, it's going to be a tough game for both of them.
It's going to be a very tough game. Guys, the final is tonight. I got to wrap it up, Klinton.
I mean, you're wrapping it up, but just before she wraps it up, please, it's just to let you know that just after this, there's going to be an interview between... I mean, I didn't know if you still remembered because it's been some really heated up argument. But please, use your pure English to say it. You know, my English is not like...
As if Klinton thinks I'm not going to do my job properly.
Sorry.
Guys, a reminder that right after the show, right now, in a few moments, there will be a interview that Femi, Victor, and Ade have done with Jose Mourinho, previewing the final, exclusive to SportyTV. So make sure you stay here and check it out. Tomorrow, we are back again talking whether I'm going to be in tears, whether Alex is going to be in tears. One thing is for sure, Klinton will be screaming. Enjoy the Euro 2024 Final. It has been an absolute pleasure to take this journey with you guys.
Can I show you something?
Please, sure, before we go.
1 second. Before you go. Yesterday, guess who I met in town? Can you guess?
Wait, hang on. It's like my eye is deceiving me. Is that...
That's our guy.
Oh, I thought it was a porn star. Shit, no,
Kweku
sorry. Oh, is it Kweku? No, the face. No, sorry. I didn't know.
All right, Gary! Thank you so much, Gary. Enjoy, have fun with Kweku, have fun in Berlin, and we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.